Well, it seems that my recording program also thinks that Greedy Gerd should not be too greedy, because it just stopped the recording of the first video, and so we will start a second one in order to finish his task. So I think that it's quite okay if he should, now that he has reached the 3rd level of the Infinite Dungeon, return to the surface and sell what he has already found. This way you can also witness a special feature of the Infinite Dungeon. If we get up to the 2nd level again, it is not the level that we had already explored, but there is a new level generated. That's what makes this dungeon practically infinite. Every time you use a stair, a new level is generated. Well, let's see on our way up what we will find, what additional items we will find. This time, this way we will also see if there is anything that we have to explain in addition to the things that we already talked about. What could be helpful in some points is if you could not only open the doors, but you could also close them. You close the door by standing next to it and pressing the C button. So this open door symbol changes back to a closed door symbol. You close the door. Could be very helpful if a dangerous monster follows you and the monster does not have hands to open the door. This guy is a gnoll, and gnolls are quite nasty. If we are not able to kill him with missiles, we have to face him head to head. And this, well, we're lucky. We hit him with full force, which means we made a critical hit. And critical hits do bonus damage. I do not know exactly how much, but it is recognizably more. Here we are again in the dead end, so we use, as we have done a couple of times now, the walk command, W plus S for search. You check your surroundings and you find the secret door. Very nice. We try to open the door, and if you're wondering why I moved one square down before I opened the door, that's because if there was a trap that drops stones, a stone block trap in this door, then the stone blocks are always thrown directly to the square in front of the door. This way the stone blocks would not hit us. Here are the upstairs, but we're not going to use them because there's still quite a lot to explore on this level. And maybe also some enemies to be fought, like this rabbit dog. A pair of clothes to be sold. And a kobold to be killed. We do not take this kobold corpse with us in order to sell us, because before we reached the shop it would have already rotted away. This is a nasty little guy. I hope we will be able to kill him before he reaches us. Yes, we will. That's good, because he's got a couple of special attacks that we do not want him to use against us. Anyway, what all those special features are, that's most fun to test it out yourselves. So I do not want to spoil you too much in this regard. Here we have got again a first level on which it seems that there is no additional way to go. So we just walk around and search with the walk command at different spaces of the wall, and here we found the secret door. Very nice. As you can see, if you take a look at the turn counter, if we press W plus S, the walk plus search command, it is not only one turn that we're searching, but from 1136 to 1152. Usually it's even longer, but now, as you can see, something happened, which is you feel hungry. Which you can see this in the bottom row. Here stands now that we are hungry. I will show you what happens if we do nothing. We walk around, open this door, it is stuck, it is stuck. We walk around while being hungry, fight our enemies as we did before. Oh, and I think we just lost our rock that we used. Yeah, it got destroyed by using it. That can happen. If you use a missile weapon, the missiles eventually get destroyed. Some of them are more durable than others. we pick this goblin corpse up and take it with us, because we're going to eat it later. So, stop throwing stuff at us, dude. Okay, we wait for them in the corridors, so now only one of them can attack us at a time. If we kept standing in the door, then we could have been attacked by two of them. So we can easily kill them one by one. Still hungry and walking around, just for test reasons. We already got a lot of food in our backpack. Oh, suddenly we are very hungry. You see that the hungry message got yellow, and there is an exclamation mark behind it. And still we're not going to do anything, but just walk around and explore further, because I want to show you what happens in the end. Oh, and now we're starving. You heard that beeping noise? I don't know if you can hear it, because I don't know if the sound of the game is recorded. Actually, I don't think so. But the message is now in red. We are starving. And that's a dangerous thing, because now you will see our physical skills decreasing if we continue. Walking around starving. At one point, skills should decrease, I think. This door is locked. Kick it. Now I have to be really careful, because we do not want to starve to death. Ooh, our willpower drains. Our learning drains. And our stats get worse and worse. Strength goes down. But this is the point where at the latest you should definitely try to eat something if you have something. That's what we're going to do. Press the E button and eat the goblin rock thrower corpse. It is starting to rot away, but that has no bad effect on its satiating level. So now we ate something and we're not starving anymore. Starvation can be really deadly to young characters. So never take this lightly. Make sure that you have got a food source available as often as possible. Clothes, we found a crude knife and our throwing knife and a new scroll of identify. Getting hungry again. Now that we know what it makes, we do not want to starve again, so we will directly eat the large ration that we've got in our backpack. So we're done with this level 2. So we will get out of the dungeon again. As I already told you, that's done by using this sign. I think it's the smaller than sign. So climb upwards, and here we are. Back on the main map. Now the only other location I want to show you. Maybe we have to do another fight. We are encountered by bandits, and there we have got two possibilities. Either we try to evade them, or we fight them. Of course, we try to evade them because we want to finish our greedy adventure, and we've already got enough loot, I think. So we try to evade, and it works. Very nice. But right next to us, there is a derelict village, and that's where we want to go. La Venilotel is the name of the outlaw settlement. That's what we're going to do. Again, with a bigger than sign, we enter the settlement, and we can read now here some description of the settlement. It is populated with equally derelict and muddy persons. The first one that greets us is an outlaw leader, and he's hostile, and we have to be very afraid of him because he can easily kill us. Now we are really getting into a dangerous situation. Short time before the end. Well, we're trying to trick him. Well, I don't think we can. Leave the settlement again and hope that then we will be a little further away from him. No, we are not. We have to fight this guy. Well, then we have got a fantastic showdown for our adventures. Will we be able to kill the outlaw leader in order to successfully sell the equipment that we found? At first, we changed to Berserker mode. Oh, that's maybe good to know. If you use your missile weapons and there is no enemy directly engaging you in the infight, you should always change to Berserker mode, because that gives you a big to hit and damage bonus, and the malus you get for defense value is not important because nobody attacks you. So we change to Berserker mode and throw at him our throwing knife. Bam! We hit him and slightly injure him. Oh, that was not the throwing knife. Oh, damn, we threw a rock at him. That was not so clever. Well, we do not want to directly equip our throwing knife, because that would take one turn in which he could attack us. So we rather change to coward mode, which increases our chances. Let's take a look at our equipment. Is there anything that will help us against this guy? To be honest, not really. We have to melee him. No way around that. Well, or we could at least try to throw our throwing knife at him. But that allows him to attack us 2 times. We're lucky that he missed us both times. How much can we risk? Maybe defensive mode, which keeps our defense value at 20. And if we want to know how effective our missile weapons are now, we press Shift plus M, or capital M, to get those data. We've got +9 to hit and a 1d6, d3 plus 6 damage, which means we make 7 to 9 points of damage. Let's see how much protection value he has. We already hit him once, so we know he's got 5 protection value, 17 defense value, attacks 2 times. Really tough opponent. Let's see if we can hit him with our knife. Slightly injure him. It worked, and he hits us for 5 points of damage. That's the problem. We need to throw more stuff at him. I think if we throw our weapons, our chances are much better, because we do much more damage with thrown daggers. And next we take the heap of 2 crude knives. We equip it with the G button, and it's good because we can throw them both, one after another without having to reload. We do not know how good they are, but we stay at defensive mode and throw at him. Oh, and we improve thrown daggers to level 2. That's nice. He is already moderately injured, and he hits us once again. We already lost 12 of our 35 hit points, which is quite a lot. Well, but our increased thrown dagger skill now gives us a bonus of 4 points to hit and 3 points to damage, which is already a lot better. See, now we've got, if we check it again. Oh, well, we cannot check because we do not know how good this knife is. But we're already better than before. So we directly throw the next thing at him, which doesn't hit him. Back to coward mode, in order to increase our defense value as much as possible, and equip the crude knife. He misses us and misses us again. Very nice. Try to throw it at him. No, that was not good. And he hits us again. We're down to 13 HP. If we get hit once more, we will get into a really critical region where he could kill us with 1 more hit. We do not want that to happen. So throw the dagger at him. Moderately wounded. And he doesn't manage to hit us again. But we need new thrown weapons. So we have to lure him away from the space where the ones that we used are lying. Walk around him in coward mode. Oh, that was nasty. He hits us and we're down to 5 HP. What can you do in such a situation? 1 more hit and we would surely be dead. But at the beginning of the game we are lucky that we are in quite good standing with our god, and we've got a little boost of piety. So let's pray to the neutral goddess. We can do it by pressing Shift and the minus sign, or which is the underline, I think. Shift, underline. You pray to Corelius, which is the goddess of Greedy Gerd. You are healed by golden light surrounding you. That's very nice. We're back to maximum hit points. And we can pick up all those stuff. Because we do not want to pick it up one by one, that would take much too much time, we will use a shortcut. There is a very practical shortcut to pick up several things at once, which is Ctrl plus P, but I cannot use it while I record a video because it is also the shortcut to stop the recording. So I could pick up the stuff, but you could not see it. So I will take the other practical shortcut, which is apostrophe, or Shift plus comma. There you are asked if you want to pick up everything which is lying in there, and I press the big Y, which means pick everything up. Very nice. Now we should have everything in our equipment. Throw knife already equipped, and throw it at this guy. Back to defensive tactics. Hit him and severely injure him. Out of ammunition, of course, again. But he doesn't manage to hit us. That's very good. We'll continue with a heap of 2 crude knives because of the reload advantage and throw them at him. We miss him and he hits us. That's not good. 9 points of damage. We miss him again. And he does some more damage. That was not so good. Anyway, next weapon to use is the crude knife. Defensive mode and throw. Oh, he is critically damaged. That's very good. Because there's not much missing in order to beat him. Use our last dagger and throw it at him again. Still critically damaged. Now we are very close to beating this tough opponent, and suddenly the outlaw leader collapses. Congratulations, you advanced to level 5. That was a nice boss fight, I think. Great job, Greedy Gerd. Well, let's see what he wants to equip for the end of his adventures. One more on dodge. What else might he need? Maybe increase his backstabbing skills, because that's cool for an assassin. Also should be able to detect traps a little more reliable, and maybe increase his stealth skill. A little more stealthy is also never bad. Well, at this point he picks up his knives again. And he walks to the one building that I was heading for, which is also the only one that I want to show you. This building is the Black Market, which is kept by Barnabas, the gnomish shopkeeper. Well, you could, at this Black Market, you could buy stuff and sell stuff. The first thing we want to do is sell whatever we do not need. Therefore, we have to drop it on the ground, and then we will be asked if we will sell it. You could drop stuff either by using the D command, D for drop. This way you could, for example, sell a single item like the hand crossbow. If I now press the I key, this hand crossbow, I will be asked if I want to sell it for 168 pieces of gold. That's a good price, I think, so I drop yes, and it will be sold. You could also drop several items by pressing Ctrl plus D. Then you can mark those items. For example, all those armors, we do not need them. Press A, B, C and D, they will all be sold. Press H for the quarterstaff, which will be sold. The arrows and the sling bullets will be sold. The knives will be kept, because also when he leaves the Dracula chain, he also still needs some nice equipment in order to do his job as an assassin. Scroll of Identify, he wants to use that later on. He keeps his food, so this is everything you want to sell. Sling bullets give him 8 gold, arrows give him 12 gold, 11 for the quarterstaff, and 3 for the clothes. 7 for the next clothes, and 11 for the furs. Now we stripped everything. Let's see how much money he made. He now got 380 pieces of gold. Quite nice. Let's see if there's maybe something that he wants to buy for this money. This mithril warhammer would of course be nice. Take a look at this. That's not too bad, but it's much too expensive. He cannot afford it. Iron ration, maybe also a little too expensive. Let's see if there is something nice that he wants to buy from his findings. Yeah, of course. This guy entered the Dracula jaw in order to buy a new head. So he picks up the head with the command that we already knew, with the comma command. And now you see that the door outside is blocked by the shopkeeper. If we talk to the shopkeeper, he says, "Don't forget to pay the 280 gold pieces you owe me." Well, that's what we're going to do. Therefore we press the P key, P for pay. Here we can change, can choose what we want to pay. The only thing we have in our inventory which is not paid is the hat. So we press the A key and Y in order to buy it, and now the hat is ours. Put off the leather cap and equip the new hat that he wanted to get from the Dracula chain. Very nice. That's everything that Greedy Gerd wanted to reach. Enter the Dracula chain in order to buy a new hat. So now is a good time for him to end his adventures. Well, I hope that you enjoyed it a little and that maybe his adventures were a little helpful for you. Now it's over. Press yes. You want to end the game? Yes, I want to end the game. Here we get some more information about how his game worked. He was been in the Dracula chain for 3 days. He reached level 5. He visited 3 different places. The talents he got, and he reaches level 90 in my high score list. Very nice. He has been better than, for example, Death Hiddle, the level 1 Earthly Necromancer, who was killed by a gnoll skeleton in the small cave. Cool.